He brought me flowers the day after he screamed at me for talking to my coworker. She texted, "I miss you," right after she told me my feelings were too much. And I stayed, both times, because they were so good to me sometimes. That's the trap, and most people don't even see it until it's already swallowed them. Whole asterisk, here's something nobody tells you about the beginning of a relationship. The red flags, they don't show up wearing red. They show up wrapped in kindness, in charm, in "I've never met anyone like you." There's one red flag in particular that I think is the most dangerous one. Not because it's the loudest, but because it's quiet enough that you'll rationalize it away every single time. When someone is wonderful to you sometimes, but consistently disrespects your boundaries. Let me say that again, slower. Wonderful, sometimes, disrespects your boundaries, consistently. You notice the wonderful, you minimize the disrespect. That's the whole trick. There's actually a name for what's happening to your brain in this situation. It's called intermittent reinforcement. Psychologists have studied this for decades. It's the same mechanism behind slot machines. You don't get addicted to something that rewards you every time. You get addicted to something that rewards you unpredictably. And that person, the one who's sweet one day and dismissive the next, they are a slot machine. You keep pulling the lever, hoping this time you get the good version of them. And here's what makes this specific red flag so insidious. They never fully cross the line. They never have to. They just chip away. You say, "I'm not comfortable with that." And they hear it. They soften. They apologize. Maybe they hold your hand. But then 2 weeks later, the exact same thing happens again. Not because they forgot, because they learned that the apology works. The version of them that's loving, that's real. I'm not saying it isn't. But love isn't just what someone feels for you, it's what they choose, especially when it's inconvenient for them. Respecting a boundary you agree with isn't respect. Real respect is honoring a boundary you don't fully understand because it matters to the person you love. If they can't do that consistently, the warmth they show you is not a counter-argument, it is the bait. I'm not here to tell you to run the moment someone makes a mistake. Everyone messes up, everyone needs grace. But there's a difference between someone who slips and someone who slides. Slipping is a moment. Sliding is a pattern. And if you're sitting there right now thinking about someone specific, you already know which one they are. Your boundaries aren't too much, you just haven't found someone who thinks so yet.